Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. In the last video I helped Alphino, Alcé and Mattia track down a couple and, well, only their child survived. So, yeah, that was a story. So I guess in this video we've got Under His Wing. Mattia is eyeing you as if there is something he wants to say. This should be the final quest of this zone, I think. Maybe. As you finish your deliveries, might I talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what has become of Mehdi, Mevan, and Karasap's remains. Yeah, about that. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palakistan will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. Oh, you're going to be Uncle Mattia. It's cute. Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup. I could almost believe there's a magic could work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let's pray that Palakistan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Favnia like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Radz-at-Han? By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity. And I will do all I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akiali. We have plenty to spare. Let's find Astinian and be on our way. Where did he wander off to again? That's a good question. The Wakeful Tirana. Near the bridge at Radz-at-Han, I recall. Very well then. You know, I forgot to ship these two. When you and your friends entrusted me for the child, I was beside myself with fear. In bringing her back safe, however, I realized I was capable of so much more than I ever believed. Nothing could be more terrifying for that moment I faced the beast in the jungle, but I survived. I survived, and come what may, I will survive again. Without you, I would never have found the strength. I thank you, and promise to make the most of this lesson. Worry not, my colleagues and I will watch over this village when you have gone, and should my research bear any new fruit, you shall be the first to know. Yay. Hey, where am I going? Where am I going? Oh, let's go over here. Because I want to see what the deal with the map is. Am I close? There we go. There's one bit. And I still can't access the burning field due to it being either over the water or it being on top of a plateau. Why does that feel like a dungeon? Let's see if I can get this one real quick too. And it's just a little bit for me to uncover. So, under the bridge. Okie dokie. So let's see, I have Radiant Patrol and in Agama's footsteps. Not to mention about 4 ether currents. And then I can fly around. Okay. Alright, I'll do that off screen and then maybe do some fate farming. Party check! Alphino. I have apprised Astinian of the situation at Palakistan, and we needn't have that conversation. Oh. How do you suppose the others have fared in the capital? I hope things have not been too eventful in our absence. Alphino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. It would seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Favnia. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Come. You know, if I had one of those edits, I'd have that Keanu Reeves, come, thing, but I don't. No preference, I guess. So can I access this now? Expanding House of Splendors, yeah, that's crafting. What a name. What a name. Right, party check. The poor old woman who became a beast said her grandson had gone to Palka's stand. I hope he survived. There is a lingering sense of desolation here, but that is much preferable to the panic and chaos we saw before. It will be a struggle for the people to come to terms with these tragedies, but they are far stronger than you think. Right, Alphino. Oh, Thancred even. It is good to see you safe, given the skies. 'Tis all too easy to fear the worst. I am pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled and the citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation has been made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? So Vritra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To make a duty then, but before that it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Okie dokie. Let's see. So, just up those stairs then. I probably still can't hit this until the bloody quest's over. Well, there's no harm in trying. Nope. God damn it. Huron boy. Are all the beasts gone? Are the beasts all gone even? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. They're gone, don't worry. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts were gonna eat me. I wonder where Valshan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. Search for more townspeople who missed the announcement. Spooked youth. Leave me be, please, I swear to you. My flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Oh, gods. What are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. They've all been killed, don't worry. The square, you say? But that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost, such terrible carnage. And you say there's someone who would lead Radz-at-Han instead. Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Even if it's a great worm. Good luck, buddy. Wait at the designated location. Let's see, party check. Graw! I hear you were able to bring the situation at Palka's stand under control. Every life lost is a tragedy, but you should take pride in doing what you could. When I assumed command during the earlier panic, I did so instinctively and out of necessity. 'Twas not my place to give orders, but I am glad the people heeded them. But now they have need of a true leader, A magnanimous and just satrap who can guide them for every step of the way. Fortunately, they are blessed with one such soul. If anyone can protect and guide them through this calamity, it is he. People are slowly making their way here, but many are still gripped by fear and doubt. Hopefully, Vritra's message of hope will resonate strongly enough, and with the ones willing to listen, and spread to every corner of Farnia. Welcome back. Alphino told me everything. I was pleased to hear Vritra has chosen to reveal himself at last. The people of Radz-at-Han need a strong and wise satrap more than ever. Finish rounding up the stragglers. The proclamation will begin shortly. Let's wait here, lest we miss something important. It would seem the people still have lingering doubts, and I cannot blame them. Yet we know what strength is afforded us with one of the first brood on our side. I have faith the citizenry will come to understand and accept him in time. God, my voice is giving out. Worm and man working towards a common goal. Yeah. Alright, please say this is voice so I can maybe have a drink. I need some more water.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Radz-at-Han, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
People of Radz-at-Han, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahwan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radz-at-Han to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radz-at-Han will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radz-at-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape this star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radz-at-Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower? If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
That's definitely a theory. Let's see, Thancred. The solution sits ill with me, but if life has taught me anything, it's that there is little to be gained from arguing with Charlayans. We must take it upon ourselves to find a better way, and prove those fuckers wrong. Even were Ritra to acquiesce to their proposal, just how did the Charlayans intend to transport the nation's entire populace to the moon? Something tells me I'm about to find out. I've been entrusted with a message meant for you and your companions. When you are done speaking amongst yourselves, I would share it with you. Alright. I'll say, we have no better, safer course of action to offer them than fleeing to the moon. I know this, and yet Vritra and his people love their home. There must be something we can do. The soldier of the Radiant here, if I'm not mistaken, he accompanied Awan to Vanaspati. Could it be that he knew Vritra's identity all along? Under normal circumstances, the foreign proposal would be regarded as sheer madness. But when the sky burns, even madness can sound appealing. Doubtless Vritra is loath to abandon his home, and yet, absent other options, he cannot dismiss the option out of hand. Yeah. As far as we have come, and after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be, as Nadana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension, and if so, are we powerless to forestall it? That's a good question. At World's End. That don't sound good. The Radiant Host Soldier has a message for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Greetings, honoured Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have received a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave Sounds, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Megaduta prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honour. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vritra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at Meride's Mayhane. Pray make your way there whenever your business here is done. We thank you for your kindness indeed. I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue. And to you, there is something we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I am loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not, we'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need. Really, last time I was alone, this wasn't good. Thank you, friend. Whenever you're ready, please join me in the Aetheryte Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Okay. Whenever I'm separated from the Scions, it just seems fishy. Maybe it's just telling me I can finally access it now. Would be nice. I'm about to find out. Speak of the Radiant Host Soldier. Well, there he is. Alright, what's up, buddy? Access to the Aetheryte you see there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency, a risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the Aetheryte before proceeding along the corridor. Finally! It's about damn time. Baboom. Right, where am I going? Hall of the Radiant Host. Hall of the Radiant Host, there. Radiant Host Soldier. Hello. You must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the Hall of the Radiant Host from where our leadership oversees all of Radz-at-Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Delegates? Oh, is this the role quest? This must be it. Huh. Alright. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous Maharashtra Grandini, eh? I knew it the moment you stepped through the door. You look of some... You've the look of one who has walked through hell. How did you know? Shirabat, please. You are speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and the savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here, or will be soon enough. Or more formally, then, for the benefit of my countryman, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, Scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, and all-round good egg, I'm sure. The talk of eggs reminds me of late for dinner. Who are you? What is this place? Who are you? Let's get that formal introduction out the way. A fool with too many scars and knees that ache in the winter. The name's Shirabat. And I attend to business here. As what sort of business? How can I put it? Radz-at-Han welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these officers are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes? You got representatives from Doma. Uldar and Alamigo. Hey, my dog. Alright, you want to go upstairs, buddy? Hang on. You want to go in my room? Limsa Laminsa. That's a loud plane outside. That's a really loud plane outside. Gridania. And last but never let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radz-at-Han and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And when you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a woman in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself? Okay. Well, you see, when negative emotions happen, people turn into fucking monsters. I thank you for your report. The conditions under which men are turned into beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. 'Tis contrary to what one would expect. Unless the transformation was a harbinger to it? Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Favnia reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Corvos. There's a lot of talk of Corvos! Alas, that is of little comfort. Aye, all throughout allied lands there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts. So it's already spreading. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Kalzal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere's safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Here in Radz-at-Han, we've been taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest blasphemies. As fitting a name as any, to ensure clarity in future communications, we will urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. Each nation has assembled their own group of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies in their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they are doing all in their power to put people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, and it is for that very reason that we turn to you. Shouldn't I be trying to fix this instead of helping you guys? Pray lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates and they'll tell you what to expect. Alright, so there's a bunch of world quests to do. One's going to be melee, one's going to be range, one's going to be tank, one's going to be healer, one's going to be magic. And that, I do believe our friend here has a piece to attend. Spare a fort for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh? You have gained access to the world quest for Endwalker. A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. To undertake these quests, speak with any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. I'm going to want to take a look into these world quests. Do I need to be 90 to finish them? Do I need to go through them now? Oh dear lord. Alright, let's see. Liminson Delicate. Storm Clouds Bruin, 85. So you're the melee. I don't have many 85s. Gordanian is the tank. Shroud and Peril. Alamigo is the healer at 85. Oh hey, we have Fadola here. Dolman is the physical range. And Ishgard is the magical DPS. Okay. So I can maybe do 2 of them, but for the others, I'm going to need to level some jobs. Yeah. Pray forgive Shirabat her rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You will be rejoining your companions, yes. Do you know the way to the Mayhain? Yes. I know Radz-at-Han like the back of my hand. I also have access to the Ephraite shards. Glad to hear you're becoming familiar with our fair city. You'll be pleased to hear that all the drinks are in the house, so order whatever suits your fancy. Great, the finest wine, without the poison. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Radz-at-Han in our time of need. We shall endeavour to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honour Endwalker's legacy and serve Master Vitro well. You have my word that your efforts will not be in vain. Yeah, I'm going to want to take a look into these. Yeah, hopefully I can do that without spoiling myself. As long as I know what level I need to be for these things. So let's see, over to you. I'm so glad I can click on the map and click on those. It's still not a turn-in. Oh boy. Right, party check before I talk to the waitress. Forgive me for not wanting to make a toast, my throat was utterly parched. Okay. I know I must eat to regain my strength, but between you and me, I don't have much of an appetite. Did I just see a... I'm overdue for a good meal. Yes, you probably want some dried squid. The threat here has been quelled, but our job's only just begun. Yeah, I think there's a bit of lag happening around here. Good luck, you could join us, Milil over there. We'll be happy to take your order. Graha, how was your meeting with the Radiant? I would love to hear more. Oh, I've got like a bunch of job quests to do, or a bunch of role quests. It's really annoying. Graha, it's really annoying. Welcome! When the Satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise, to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kalzal from your friend Grahartia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As the smallest token of thanks, your food and drink tonight are Meride's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with? Water, just water. Give me a mug of chai, please. As you wish, pray join your friends, I will order your drink. $1. Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want of you, pray tell? Role quests. Lots and lots of role quests. Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details?
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true, as it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more. So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Not alive as such, but not quite dead.
Elidibus. I sealed him in the White Horosite at the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can. Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the First is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the Ethereal Sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Damn. We're going to the Crystal Tower in the first to speak to the remains of Elidibus. What the fuck? Ah! Well, I suppose I do feel better on a full stomach. After all, burning skies, blasphemies. Not if I've got anything to say about it. The final days. How far has the phenomenon spread? And how does it manifest in each land? I must reach out to my friends in each nation and find out all I can. Beasts and blasphemies may be running amok in nearby lands outside the influence of Radz-at-Han and the Alliance. If so, I may need to go hunting. If the Forum truly has been spurred to action by Hydaelyn's prophecy, then is it not odd that the Anti-Tower was entrusted to Master Matoya, who bears them no love? No doubt she has a reason for this, and I would know what it is. Oh, good luck with your mother. Nothing like a feast to lift the spirits. I trust you enjoyed yourself as well. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armour in good order? Probably. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. Grahar, get your ass to the Crystal Tower and summon Reen to the source. Do it. Or get Gaia to make a portal. Return to the Crystarium, Ironwood. 539. That's higher item level for my relic weapon. Okay, I'm going to talk to Crawl and go to the first next time. So yeah, I guess I'm going to end this video here. This has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker MSQ. In this video, I guess we had a little cutscene. Well, a little cutscene. We saw the Sawtrap, the new Sawtrap, address his nation. And we had a feast, and there are world quests for me to do, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So now next time I'm going back to the first to talk to the remains of the soul of Elidibus. Fun times ahead with that. Fun times ahead. So, yeah, for that planned out viewers, with my rambling hopefully now finally done, until next time.